Hello everybody, welcome back to Bundle Hole. I'm Warren and this is my brother Harvey.
Hey.
Whichever way he is on the, I can't tell from here. We live on opposite sides of the Atlantic Ocean. Harvey lives in Ohio. I live in Shropshire in England. And we meet here in the Bundle Hole to have a bit of a chat and put the worlds to rights, basically. It's a little bit like being in the pub. So I just wanted to bring you up to date on the conker news of...
Conker news?
Yeah, conker news. We were talking about conkers last time, weren't we? Which Americans call them Buckeyes, don't they? So yeah. the Ohio... What's the name of the team? Ohio Buckeyes?
Buckeyes, yeah.
Which they actually are the Ohio Conkers.
The Conkers, Buckeyes.
Yeah. Anyway, so... further to our discussion last week, I found out that there is a World Championship conker competition. It's in Southwick, Northampton, which is a shire town, a shire county, sort of in the Midlands, a little bit to the north, I guess, hence the name, Northampton Shire. And they have it every year. It's been going since 1965. It's a little bit different rules to the schoolyard rules that we're used to, but I suppose it's to make it a little bit more fair and stop people cheating and all that kind of stuff. But it takes place every year, and maybe you could come over next year and bring an American team, because they have team events.
I was going to say, you say it's Conker World Cup.
Yeah.
Is it like World Championship? How many nationalities partake?
Well, you got me. I don't know, but
is it like the?
I know there's been teams from Canada and America before.
Okay.
And I know that there's different age groups. Kids all the way up to seniors. What else? You don't supply your own conkers, which is, I think, a good thing, because there'd be people using laggies.
That's the modern rules.
That's the modern rules, yeah. So what you do is you're drawn against somebody in the same age group. They provide the shoelaces they use, and they provide the conkers. And you dip your hand in a bag and pull out a random conker from the bag. So it's all, you've got as much a chance as winning as anybody, really. And it comes down to the skill of conquering rather than the actual conquer itself. So, like
I say, when you hit it, you get, if you miss, it's kind of, you got poor skills. Exactly,
and they also check you for any metallic objects, like a big nut and bolt that you might try and somehow attach to the bottom of the conker, so you're not smashing somebody's conker up, which is what Thorns taught us to do.
I bet some people would have a little 3D printed half conker shell that was made of lead. I don't know. These days,
I think you're thinking about it a little bit too seriously. Yeah. I think it's just, but they have live music there and food stalls and like a fairground for the kids and all that kind of stuff. It sounds like a typically eccentric type thing, like the cheese rolling that they have.
Yeah,
similar sort of thing as that.
That's what I thought. The cheese rolling came to mind. It was like, it's mad, that is.
Totally mad, yeah.
Let's chase the cheese down the hill.
I think there's a small entrance fee for the competition, which includes entrance to the fair and all that sort of stuff as well. So it sounds quite nice.
It's cool.
I don't know how many people attend it, but
sounds like the thing they'd have at a state fair here.
Yeah.
Or a county fair, even.
Similar kind of thing. Yeah, they also have a smaller version, a couple of smaller versions in London, one in Peckham and one on Hampstead Heath, but I don't really know anything about that. I don't think it's as big, and I think it's more of a local thing, like the Alveley Donkey Derby. Do you remember that?
Donkey Derby.
Yeah.
I never really... I remember going to the first Donkey Derby, kind of imagining I guess I'd seen the Derby, like the horse race. Like, I was really disappointed. I was expecting. I guess it's a joke, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's a bit funny, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like, I guess I didn't see the joke until like, oh, what's this going on?
It was just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But it was the same kind of thing, you know, they had stalls you could buy crap from and toffee apples and candy floss and all that kind of stuff. But I can remember we had, when I was in primary school, we were asked to make a stall, and Tim Spencer and I made it's one of those things where you put your face through, and it was a painted body of I can't remember what it was now, but it was I don't know, probably a mermaid or something. I can't remember. And the idea was they pay 5p and they can throw 3 sponges at you, and if they hit you in the face, they win a prize.
Yeah,
and that was quite good fun being part of.
Did you get hit in the face by a sponge? Were you that guy?
Yeah, me and Tim. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We both took it in turns. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was good. Some of the adults took it a little bit too seriously, considering we were probably less than 10 years old when we did it.
Yeah, trying to beam in the face with a wet sponge.
Yeah. But, you know, don't put yourself out there if you don't want to be hit in the face with a sponge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like,
it's good though.
It's like, I remember apple bobbing.
Yeah.
Like,
we did that a few years ago with the kids on Halloween.
But I distinctly remember, this was at Bobbington, so it's like, how old was I there? But like, I remember seeing bite marks in the apples that are bobs, you know, like.
Oh yeah, and everybody's spit goes in the water.
Yeah, like goodness me, they wouldn't do that now, would they?
It was pretty foul.
Yeah. Got to keep the half-bitten apple.
But the trick to apple bobbing is push it all the way to the bottom of the barrel or basin or wherever it was in.
Yeah.
And press it against the bottom so you could get a grip on it.
Yeah, I don't think
trying to flatten an apple as it's floating in water was impossible.
Yeah, I think that was me. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, that was probably me at first until I learned the trick.
Yeah, well, I was 3.
Yeah. Do you remember, talking of things in Bobbington, do you remember the Silver Jubilee float?
Yeah, well, that's kind of, I think that must have been when I was apple bobbing. You know, it must have been the same time. So for the benefit of the American viewers, in 1977 it was Queen Elizabeth's 25th year on the throne, and every town and every village in the entire country had a special event on, and they decorate tractors and trucks, and it made a float. I mean, I think that's a thing in America, isn't it? Having a float. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, parades. They love a parade, and
yeah. So we were on one, weren't we? I don't know what the theme was, but we were in a little house dressed in
I'll put the picture up.
And it was the height of summer, and we were wearing woolly jumpers and woolly hats because that's the only things we had that were red and white and blue.
See, I remember the picture. I don't remember doing that. I remember apple bobbing, which must have been there or thereabouts, you know.
Yeah, and they had a fete, and they had tombolas where you could win.
What year was that?
Cakes. Oh God, it would have been 77. Yeah, 1977.
Okay, so I was 6, so I remember that.
Yeah. And I think there was a donkey derby then, but it wasn't called a donkey derby. It was just called the fete, wasn't it? And that was just one of the
donkey derby was Alverley, wasn't it? That's what they had.
Yeah.
Was that an annual thing, or was that just like a one-off, or like?
The donkey derby was an annual thing. The one in Bobbington, they had a fete every year, but this was a special one because it was the It was the Silver Jubilee, wasn't it?
It was funny. A little while ago, my neighbours brought around some cookies on a plate, and it was a Silver Jubilee plate. Somebody had given them for some reason, and they had it. I put it on the shelf. I like it. They gave me some cookies, and they gave it to me on this plate because their origins are Scottish. They're Sutherlands, and I'm English, obviously. So we have that little fun rivalry, the Scots and the English, and they're great neighbours. So they gave me this.
Oh yeah, I think Nan Curzon had the exact same plate on her wall.
Yeah, I love it. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm going to hang it on the wall. It's kind of. I would never do this in England. I would never do that.
No.
But it's like it's so terrible. It's funny.
Well, do you remember they gave us all like a coin as well?
Yeah, I've still got that somewhere. Yeah.
There's a commemorative coin.
Yeah.
Gave all the kids one.
Yeah. So yeah, 1972.
I can remember being in a class at Bobington School and they wanted us to make a scrapbook, and it was just stick anything that was Queen or Jubilee related in the scrapbook. I've still got it. It's under the spare bed.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I looked through it a few months back. I mean, it's obviously done by a 7 or 8 year old.
Yeah, exactly. I've still got a few things like that too.
Yeah.
Ah, very good, very good. I love it.
Anyway, we've reviewed the conkers. Well, now we need to get on to the video. We need to start talking about toys we had as a kid.
Yes.
And Christmas presents.
Yeah. Where do you want to go first?
I think I'd like to talk about Christmas first, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Christmases was blooming great when I don't know how you feel about it, but just had all the family round. Nan and Grandad used to come up from Devon and stay with us. We'd have to sleep on camp beds and all that kind of stuff, so we could get everybody in the house. And great Nan used to come round and sit in the chair and tell everybody what to do.
Stuck on a date.
Stuck on a date, yeah. The fruits.
Yeah, no, Christmases are so great that modern Christmases are kind of just meh. Like,
it wouldn't bother me if they cancelled Christmas.
Well, I did this year, unfortunately. I did. It kind of went past without much of an event in my house.
Same here, because we were moving house, so we were too busy to worry about Christmas, really. We did go over and visit people over the Christmas period, but Christmas Day was just us. Well, we went round next door to Stacey and Luke's house. They cooked dinner for us, but other than that, it was pretty quiet for us.
Yeah.
But Wendy used to go to town, didn't she? I mean, all the food and everybody brings something, and the buffets and the actual Christmas dinner. It just seemed like you were eating for 12 hours straight. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Trifle and Christmas cake and
Dad doing a big old fry up in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have lunch in a few hours.
Yeah. The biggest lunch of the year.
Yeah, no, it's still. I always say, like, if you could pick one meal, it'd be Christmas dinner, like a turkey dinner. If I could eat that every single day of the week. Every day of the week.
Yeah. Well, we never had turkey, though, did we? Do you remember what we had?
Capon. We had a capon.
We're having capon, which is basically a great big fat chicken, isn't it?
Caponized chicken. Whatever that means.
I think it's like sterilized so they just get fat.
Yeah. Now I eat turkey every day. Like, not every day, but I get through a couple of pounds of turkey every day, every week.
I could take it or leave it. I'm not really that big fan of turkeys. It always seems dry to me.
Well, yeah, you got bad turkey. But there's a deli pretty close to where I live, and I basically have it sliced, and they slice it the way you like it, and it's nice. I make big, like, club sandwiches out of them, like quarter-pound turkey club sandwiches every time.
This sounds quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
One of the things I miss about living in America is going to the deli and getting proper corned beef.
Yeah. Well, they haven't had that for a while, and they have that. I looked at it the other day, but they have like 5 different kinds of turkey. It's all like roasted turkeys, and then they, I guess they cut all the meat up and they slice it. But it's like a tomato dried, rub on it, and then there's like a Cajun turkey, and it's not like strong flavors. But it's nice. It's seasoned, and nice. I get the sun dried tomato one. It's lovely.
I remember in Norwood when I lived over in Massachusetts, there was a place called the D&G Deli, And when I first
D&G?
D&G Deli. I don't know what the D&G stood for, but for some reason I can remember driving past it and I misread the sign. I thought it said Dog Deli. So
well,
of course,
before I forget, I'm sorry. Here they have the gas station called a D&G, and they call it a dog and goat.
So they really?
The locals call it the dog and goat.
I wasn't that daft then. No. So obviously from then on, I called the D&G Deli the Dog Deli.
Yeah.
And I'd say, "Come on, let's go down the Dog Deli," and I'd always have a corned beef because it was absolutely. I mean, it's nothing like what we call corned beef. It's proper joint of beef. I don't know what they do to it. Is it salted or something? I don't know, but it's delicious.
Yeah, I don't know, corned, whatever that means.
Yeah. But I mean, corned beef we have in England is what Americans call bully beef, and it was another one of those hangovers from the war, wasn't it? It was just
the canned stuff.
Yeah, it was.
I love that stuff.
You used to love it.
I love the corned beef sandwich. I'd put it out the can. Like, you squeeze out the can and slice it up, and I just have a block of it. I love it, like a block of cheese.
Well, I used to like it until...
You knew how it was made.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was, you know, me and Dennis used to go camping.
Yeah.
With the kids. You know, we were both single fathers. Both didn't have much money. We both had 2 kids around the same age, and we'd go camping every year.
Yeah.
And every year, we went for about 5 or 6 years in a row. And we still go camping now, me and Dean, but the kids don't want to come. But so for some reason, he had this massive tin. I mean, it was massive. It was, I don't know how many, it was pounds and pounds of corned beef in a tin.
8 pounds.
Right? It was absolutely massive. And every year he bought it, and every year we didn't open it. And then this one year, we were particularly broke. So we ended up opening the tin of corned beef. I gotta tell you this. So we were there for seven nights, or 6 nights, 7 days probably, and we had corned beef every night for our main meal. One night it was corned beef hash with potatoes. One night it was corned beef chili. Oh no, corned beef bolognese. Corned beef chili the next night. Just corned beef every single meal. And on the last night, I mean, it wasn't too bad, but the corned beef chili was the worst, and it actually made Gracie throw up because more corned beef. So they don't like corned beef anymore.
Yeah,
and I've got off it a bit as well.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
Yeah. I think corned beef every night. What we having for tea, Dad? Corned beef.
Yeah, that would definitely do it. I just had.
We got rid of the tin of corned beef.
Yeah, I mean, it served you well, didn't it? You know.
It did. Saved us a fortune.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it cost originally. Oh, do you remember? Do you remember when we went to Sardinia and we went in the minibus, drove all the way from England through France, Germany, and everywhere.
I do remember that.
And you know, Sardinia was very expensive, and again, Wendy and Dad weren't that flush, and and they even took a sack of potatoes with us to save money. Yeah. And they bought. Do you remember? They had a tin of hamburgers.
Don't remember that, no.
Oh God, they were vile. It was like you open this tin and like a hamburger covered in greasy gravy dropped out, and oh God, it was vile.
I don't remember. I do remember like a ham and cheese sandwich. It was like just a bap, being like £5, and it's like we're not doing that again.
Yeah,
like
we went to
£5 in 19 whatever it was. It's like woo, it was an expensive sandwich.
We went to it was Porto Cervo, which is where all the big yachts are.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was the most expensive town in the most expensive island in Italy.
Yeah.
And I think Wendy and Dad had a cup of coffee, and you and I shared a Coke, and we shared. They had a sandwich, and you and I had a sandwich, and it came to £15.
Yeah,
it's like that was not far off a week's wages at the time.
I remember it being like super expensive ham and cheese sandwich. It's like wow,
yeah,
like, you better eat all of that.
That's why we had canned hamburgers the rest of the week.
I don't remember. I was probably too young to think about the food too much. That was a good holiday. That was.
Actually, Leslie and I are going in September
to Sardinia.
Yeah, October we're going actually.
Okay, well, excellent.
Yeah, so I wanted to recreate the trip because I remember it so fondly.
Yeah.
We, driving in the minibus that was full of red diesel because it was a farmer's.
I didn't know that either.
Do they have red diesel over there? I mean,
yeah, for sure. Same thing. Yeah, agricultural diesel,
tax-free diesel for supposed to be farmers.
It's hard to get hold of.
Drove for 6 hours. Stopped in bed and breakfasts.
Oh yeah,
It took us 3 or 4 days to get there.
Fondest memories.
Remember the one on the top of the mountain in Switzerland?
Yes, I do. I remember that vividly.
Yeah. So anyway, me and Dean are gonna recreate the actual driving part down the Rhine over
to the tunnel.
Over the Rhine.
Excuse me.
Through the tunnel, up the Sustan Pass and over into Italy. We're gonna recreate that drive.
When are you doing that?
We'll be June. We're doing that. You can come. You're invited.
My new job is very seasonal, so it's like I'll be coming on winter trips.
Oh, okay.
When we're closed down, I'll be doing European trips.
Yeah, Leslie didn't want to come because she, sitting in the car for hours on end is not her idea of a good time.
No, but that's great though.
But
not great that she's not going. Great that she doesn't do stuff she doesn't want to do.
No, absolutely. And so
Dean
and I are recreating the driving bit, and then comes early October.
Yeah,
Leslie and I are recreating the let's go to Sardinia bit. So we're going to fly into Olbia, rent a car, stay in a nice hotel, and have a tour around Sardinia. Going to go to Porto Rafael where we were.
You have to go to that beach again and.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, recreate a couple of photographs I'm sure we have somewhere.
I won't recreate the bit of Dad jumping in the water fully clothed and forgetting he got his expensive watch on.
I don't remember that either.
You don't remember running across the little jetty and diving head first because he was so, it was hot and we'd had a long journey and he just, Dad being Dad. Boy things.
Yeah,
and
that's what I mean.
Yeah, and he ruined his watch and he got all his money in his wallet and that was all soaking wet.
Yeah. That's the modern equivalent is diving in with your phone, isn't it?
Yeah. It was a great spot.
Yeah, spot. That's awesome. We should definitely come back to that when you've done the road trip and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be some footage. It won't be a great deal because the Dean and I part. There's quite a lot of driving, but we go to different pubs and restaurants and campsites and have campfires and all that kind of stuff. So we love it.
It's the bundle hole travel reviews.
Yeah. Oh, talking of which, Leslie and I are going to the Titanic Museum in Belfast. That's the 23rd, which is not too long away.
Oh, excellent.
Flying from Manchester over to Belfast International. I don't know whether we'll get a taxi or just jump on the bus, but we're going to be getting there pretty early, so we'll be doing some Titanic reviews.
I went to the Titanic Museum in Tennessee. That was pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't in Belfast, obviously, but it was still cool to see some stuff. And they had a tank there of water that was chilled to the temperature of the ocean. That was, and you could put your arm in it. It was like you wouldn't survive that.
No.
It's like ain't no way. It was 50-some degrees. I'm like, 50-something. No.
What's that in Celsius?
Cold.
Really, really cold.
Yeah, I don't know. 32 is 0. I'll flash it up on the screen for Kevin Parker. All right, Kevin.
Okay. Right. So for Christmas time, we were able to write a list, as kids still do, I believe. But usually, kids nowadays get everything on the list. We didn't usually get everything, but it was always a good haul we had. I mean, I can remember Nan and Grandad saying, "Ooh, we didn't have all that when we were kids. You'd be lucky if you had an orange."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but my favourite toy ever was the Evel Knievel. Do you remember that?
I did. We had one each.
It's about you wind it up.
I did.
Yeah.
I remember it was another one of those, like, I guess, brain fart things. Because we had one each, we had two Evils. You know? And so, like, because on the box it had the different stunts you could do. You could like have him in different positions and do wheelies and have him hanging off one side or the other side. Because it kind of showed like a ghost image of on one side or the other side, I guess to save space on the packaging, it had two Evils on there. You know, it had one and like a dotted outline of the other one. You could do it this side or this side.
So right.
We had two of them, so we could put one on each side. You know, on one bike. And so I'd do that, but I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah, I can remember taking it out in the lane and it'd go for bloody miles.
Race them.
Yeah, do jumps.
I think we should take a look at an old ad. What do you think?
Yeah, bring something up. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, yes, right. You could get the truck as well. We never had that though.
All right. Here we go. This is from 1970 something. I totally remember this commercial from back in the day.
I totally remember it. Oh, I've been spelling evil wrong all these years. I've just noticed. Yes. Oh, that's right. There was a dragster as well.
Never had that, did we?
Yeah, I know Andrew Timbrell had that.
Oh, of course he did.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that? Did you know that his real name was Evel?
I did not know that.
Wasn't his stage name?
It wasn't even the stage name.
Yeah, it wasn't his stage name. Let me go back to the picture, so I don't have this guy on there.
Well, I knew his last name was really Knievel, but I didn't know his. No, it wasn't. It was something like Robert Knievel, wasn't it?
No, his son's Robbie Knievel, and maybe
is that what it was?
Maybe he changed it, and maybe people can tell us if I'm wrong. But I saw a documentary about Robbie Knievel.
Yeah.
And because I just found that quite funny, you know.
Yeah. Robbie Knievel.
Because that's another one of those things. It's like when I read that for the first time, it's like I read Knievel.
Yeah.
Evil Knievel. You know, like I knew it was Evel Knievel, but when I'd read it, I'm reading Evel Knievel. Oh, Knievel. You know, it took me a minute.
Knievel, yeah.
You know, it's like I don't know. I found it funny. And then Robbie Knievel, like really.
He tried to jump the Grand Canyon on a motorbike.
Yeah, exactly. It was crazy. So this is from a YouTube channel we'll credit Retro Steve UK.
Okay.
If he minds. Sorry, Steve. But it was a good video. So there was a bunch in here. So I'd seen the first one, but I thought I'd surprise myself. Sorry, I thought we could surprise both of us by seeing what was on here.
Okie dokie. Lego. Oh, Meccano. God, I forgot about Meccano.
Exactly.
Again, this is something that TS was mega into.
Yeah.
He'd make all these things.
Yeah, we didn't have motors, did we?
No.
We did have Meccano, though.
Yeah. We probably just made towers out of it.
Dukes the Hazard.
I went to the... Remember, was it Cooter was the mechanic?
Yeah, in Tennessee.
Yeah, well, I went to his garage.
Pigeon Forge, right?
You what, sorry?
Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, I can't remember the actual name of it, but I remember it was basically a petrol station, like an old-timey type petrol station, and it got a bit of a museum in there. and Ben Jones was Cooter's real name.
That's right, yeah.
He actually went on to be a senator or a congressman. I can't remember which one now.
Yes.
He was really well known. And Christina was a baby. She was probably about a year old. And we took the drive from Florida up to Massachusetts, and we purposely made a detour to go and see the garage.
Duke's Hazard store.
We were there, and Ben Jones turned up, and I got a T-shirt somewhere, and he signed it for me. I had to buy the T-shirt, obviously, and he signed it, and he was a really nice chap, and he was talking. I was telling him I'm from Shropshire. He was like, "Oh, my family's from Wales."
Oh, okay.
You know, Jones, and I had a right old chat with him. We were the only people there.
Excellent.
It was so great. And he turned up in the General Lee.
No way.
Absolutely. And as he was leaving, he did that. I got photographs and everything. It was all on 35mm camera back then.
Yeah.
And through moving house and divorces, I've lost track of the photographs. Still got the T-shirt, but lost track of the photographs. I
have been past there. It's right by Gatlinburg. It's like you drive through Pigeon Forge, and it's. I think it's like on a corner, and there's a car park there. Generally, I've been past it. I haven't stopped, and you go on to Gatlinburg, and there's all the touristy stuff down there. Nice place. It's fun. Anyway, let's go back to commercials.
Go on then.
Let's finish this one.
At the time, they used to do a show where they jump all the General Lees out the back.
Okay, they might still do.
There can't be that many left now. They smash hundreds of them up.
Oh, there's millions of those things. $15. It's expensive.
I don't remember this name. I don't remember this one.
It seems familiar, but
up against time. I wonder what sort of percentage of a person's wages would that have cost back then over a bit of plastic?
They lasted a long time, didn't they? It wasn't plastic that you bought and threw away. It lasted forever.
It did last, yeah.
Still
Kaplunk. I like Kaplunk.
Kaplunk. What's this one? Colouring pencils. Ooh, oh yes.
Painting pencils. I remember those.
The ones you wet, you lick them, and
well, you were supposed to dip it in water, not lick them.
Yeah.
Spooky Dokies.
Didn't have those.
They looked like something the posh kids would have had.
Yeah, we had playing cards.
We'd put playing cards with a clothesline peg attached to the spokes, make it sound like a motorbike. Oh, plasticine.
I love plasticine.
I don't think I ever had any of the accoutrements for plasticine. We just got the plasticine.
Just got a block. Here you go. Have fun.
Yeah, and then after a while it went brown because it all got mixed together. Lego. I've remembered wrong. I used to think that you would just get a box of Lego and you made up whatever you wanted to make out of it. But there was themes then, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think so. I was always obsessed with the technical Lego. Never had any of that.
Well, I didn't. What I loved about Lego was just using your imagination and making whatever you wanted out of it. Yeah. Nowadays, people make Lego and then put it on the mantelpiece or in a cabinet on display. It's like an ornament.
Yeah, I mean, I've literally got Lego on my shelves as ornaments.
That's not what Lego's for, though, is it? Yeah. It's for kids to use their imagination, not adults to.
I think you've got to, you don't pick one or the other. You can do both. Like my kids, like Lucy likes guitars, so she got like a little Fender guitar and a Lego with a little mini amp next to it. But we also have, tubs of just random Lego.
Yeah, that's what I like.
They've got
tubs of Lego.
Oh, maybe if I think about it, I'll throw up a picture. But at least this one tub, in this one tub of random Lego, it's more Lego in that tub than we had. Plus, they've got all the other ornament Lego. You know, it's like
I was never into the make the models and leave them on the shelf thing. I just don't think that's the spirit of Lego, in my opinion. But
no,
each to their own. Each to their own.
I agree. I think it takes a lot away from the imagination, but
yeah.
I also think. Oh, I closed up by mistake. I also think that it's up to the parents to kind of recognise that and like, hey, smash it up and build something else.
Yeah, but I mean, the cost of it. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know exact prices or anything, but I know that.
Oh, it's insane.
You can pay whatever you like for it. I mean, how much is that Death Star thing? It's probably £1,000 or something.
Well, that was the thing. So my kids love Lego, and birthdays came up, and I was going to buy them some Lego. Like, I looked at the price of that, and like, I bought my youngest a hoverboard instead. It wasn't cheap, but it's like she'll use that, and she'll get her outside and about, and she might fall off and scrape a knee, but like experiences. And Lego, when she's built Lego, more than likely she's going to put it on the shelf and leave it. It's not something that'll be ongoing.
No.
That's the difference. It's not an ongoing thing. It's like it's done and put it on the shelf. And I hope she doesn't fall over and scrape a knee, but
One of the things that we used to like doing as kids as well was like months before Christmas when your parents would say, "Oh, you gotta do your Christmas list so Santa knows what to get you," and you'd have a look through the catalogue, wouldn't you? And you'd circle all the things you wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What was the catalogue we'd have? Do we have a catalogue?
Well, I mean, at a later date, it was Argos, wasn't it? But before that, I think it was the K's catalogue.
K's catalogue, there you go.
K's catalogue, yeah.
What would be the American equivalent? Sears?
Sears catalogue, maybe?
Sears a Roebuck back in the day, wasn't it, back then? It would have been the same equivalent.
You just go to the toy section.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Didn't our sister Jen give you something?
Oh well, I'd asked her for suggestions of things to talk about because she liked the last couple of episodes, and I haven't got it with me. Have you got a copy of it?
Yeah, I can probably bring it up. Hold on. All right, can you see it big enough?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I found was when I perused this earlier. What year do you want to look at?
Oh, how about 1981?
81. Okay.
I don't know why I chose that. It's just I didn't want to say 80.
Yeah. So this is volume 15 of the Argos catalogue, spring summer. And I think if you bear with me, I should be able to bring up so that's the cover.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
We have 119 pages. And hold on, look at that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
A Flymo.
Flymo.
I love Flymos. That was invented by James Dyson, wasn't it? I love that.
Was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was like he did the wheelbarrow with a ball and made some money out of that.
Him as well?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure somebody will correct us. That was funny. The Flymo. How much was the Flymo?
Stripes in your lawn, though.
How much was that? Hold on. Doesn't tell you. Oh, it does. Here we go. $40? £40?
That was expensive.
Our price $27.99. Goodness me, that was good.
That's a bit more like it.
I might be reading this wrong. People can.
That's a petrol one. I didn't even know they did a petrol one.
Yeah, it was wow. I thought they were all electric.
I thought they were electric. Yeah, I didn't know they did a petrol.
Flymo. Okay. What else have we got here?
Let's go to the toy section.
So you kind of have to scroll through till you see it. Got watches. You can't see it?
I bet it'll be just after the watches.
Can you see that better?
I can't see the individual. When it comes up, when you put the page up, I can see it clearly. Oh, China! I saw that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you just maybe you don't have a toy section.
They did have a toy section.
Here we go. Bear with. Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, just about.
Okay. Here we go. I had one of these.
The tree. Oh, that was excellent. I love that.
What number is it? 7. Number 7. Oh, I love it.
It was great. I love that.
I thought it was a Fisher Price.
I thought it was Fisher Price as well, because our cousins had all the Fisher Price stuff. Do you remember?
Yeah, they had the big track toy. Richard had the big track toy that I coveted that so much. I once had maybe a 5-minute go, which was probably an afternoon, but I had a little go with it one afternoon. It was like you program it.
That's a program it.
Yeah, I looked it up recently and thought I'm going to buy one, and you can buy them with the like original ones, but they're a couple $100 now.
Wow.
You know, so like.
Let's have a look at the. Yeah, I remember the little dog lived in a bush. And it had a lift. I remember.
Yeah, it was amazing. Hold on, I've lost it. Sorry.
The other thing I used to like was Race and Chase. Do you have a link to that?
Race and Chase, that was amazing. I've got a YouTube link to that one if you want to see that one. Let's come back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. What else is it? What about...
Trying to find the toy section here. We may have to come back to the Argos catalogue section. Maybe have a specialist section about this because it's a bit hard to find.
Okay.
In real time. I mean, I can do it, but you got watches.
Is there a train set on there? Oh, remember the carriage clocks? Everybody had a carriage clock in the
carriage clocks
in the 80s.
Like all these dinner services everybody wanted. So I could care less now.
What about a teas made? That's a totally English thing. A teas made. Bring that up.
We had. Where's the teas made? You see that?
Oh, I thought that was it. No, that's alarm clocks, isn't it? Yeah. A teas made was something. It was like a clock on the side of your bed, and it made you a cup of tea.
I would love one of those now. To like set an alarm and you wake up and there's a pot of tea. Wouldn't that be fabulous?
It boiled the water, and the effect of it boiling made it go over a little spout into your teapot.
Yeah.
And
like a percolator.
Like a percolator, and then the alarm would go off and wake you up, and your tea would be ready. But what they didn't tell you was the actual percolation of the hot water would wake you up anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Nan Thorne's had one for years. She loved it.
Here we go. What's this here? Oh, I had it. Go back a page. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there it is. There, I know I'd see one.
Yeah, there we go.
Teas made.
Teas made.
Yeah,
amazing.
I bet you don't get those in America.
Well, they had a. How much were they? Quite expensive, really.
And I think Wendy and Dad bought Nan Thorne's one for Christmas, and she had it for years and years and years and years.
Was it kind of like this one?
It was very similar to that one, yeah.
Like that one, the metal one, like 5.
No, it was more like the China one there, that one at the front. Yeah,
I vaguely remember it.
To that.
It was on. It was as we went up downstairs, their bed was right there, and it was on that side of the bed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I never remember it being used though.
Oh, she used it all the time.
Yeah. Well, she probably made a cup of tea at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, she didn't have central heating, so she didn't want to get out of bed to go and make a cup of tea.
Yeah, I understand.
So she'd stay in the warm bed, and the tea would be made.
Let's.
Come on, get the Race and Chase if I want to see that. I haven't seen that for you.
Hold on.
Oh, I love that.
All right, here you go. Yeah, I think I was the cop because you always wanted to be the robber. Is that how you remember it?
It was a Corvette, if I remember correctly. Oh, Corvette looking anyway. That was state of the art.
It was. I loved it. The jump, I forgot the jump.
Yeah, and if you went over it slowly, you could trap the person as well. Couldn't you? Oh, I'd forgotten that was the aim of the game, was to stop him. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to watch that one again. That was good.
Yeah, I loved that. You have to press the handle to change it.
I do remember the commercial.
Like a real life car chase.
I'm trying to pause it. Yeah, the jump there. I forgot it had the railings and you could get it and just have it just teeter-totter, just and then you could kind of back up, but not slowly, but not turn around as you're backing up if you're careful. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We probably just thought we were Dukes of Hazzard, didn't we?
Well, exactly, yeah.
We
were big fans of Dukes of Hazzard, so that was kind of like it. Race and chase.
I was playing.
I didn't realise it was a Matchbox product.
Nor did I until I watched this earlier. It's like it was a quality product. I liked it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Well, we used to have tons of Matchbox die-cast models, didn't we? Like, Dad still digs them up in the garden every now and then.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, I love that. The lights would light up too, wouldn't they?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
That's cool. I liked it.
And you could buy spare tyres for them as well, because the tyres would wear out.
I'm not sure we ever had spare tyres.
No, you have to rough them up because they'd go too smooth after a while. Excellent.
I'm gonna play this one because we talked about it a little earlier.
What's this? Oh, big track, yeah. Andrew Timble had one of those. 16 commands.
I wanted the white one. That one's a silver one.
It wasn't remote control though. You had to program it on the top of it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was great. That was probably better than remote control, to be quite honest, because you could kind of set it going and just do it itself, you know.
Yeah, that wasn't one of my favourites, but I could see how you'd like it.
Yeah,
I preferred actual remote control cars.
Yeah, I think that was kind of before I was aware. When we were going back to the Argos catalogue stuff, or keys or whatever we had, I'd be looking at, there was radio control cars and remote control cars.
Remote control was had a wire.
And that had a wire with a cord. That was pretty cool too, though. We just kind of walked behind it with a wire.
Yeah.
I had remote control cars. I think Mum bought me a little remote control car, and I love that thing too. Like, the next step up would be radio control, but then in my mind the big track would have been a step up again, because it was like you didn't need to do anything, just program it and off it went. And I love that. And
you'd spend more time programming than it.
Well, yeah. I build flying wings that fly themselves. It's a flying robot. I still do it. Like, I literally spent years building this thing, and hasn't actually flown in a couple of years. It'll fly this spring, but when I launch it, that's it. I'm done. It's by itself now.
Didn't you build one? I remember you telling me you built this fantastic drone for doing your aerial photography with, and it had a return to base thing on it.
Yeah, same thing. Very same thing.
Didn't you have one that you launched and never saw again?
I've had 3 of those, yeah. and now they're like a good one. I could get a really, really, really good drone for under $2,000 for like really, really, really good. And you can get something that's consumer grade for under $1,000. That's more than you'll ever need drone wise, with cameras and everything. The last one I lost, I probably had $4,000 in, and countless hours, because even the camera gimbal, I built all the nuts and bolts, the hinges and software, and I bought off-the-shelf chips, but I made my own boards and everything to make it do it. Now you can just order it in the Argos catalogue. But 10 years ago,
they use it on the railway for inspections now, so they haven't got to have people walking down the tracks inspecting.
Yeah, I totally thought. I totally thought there's a market for this, but back 10 years ago there was a hobby. Had to, excuse me, it was a hobby. You couldn't just buy it out of a catalogue.
Right.
It's like the times have changed, haven't they?
They certainly have. Oh, I can remember you talking about it when I lived in Florida, and you were sort of perusing the idea, shall we say, way back then. That was 20 years ago.
I built. I got into photography a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was in Florida, and I took a bunch of pictures, like thousands of pictures, and tried to sell them online, and realized very, very quickly that all the good pictures I thought were okay, pretty much everybody else had taken the very same angle of Sloppy Joe's in Key West. Because there's only so many places you can stand.
Right.
Sorry. There's only so many places you can stand and take a picture, so then I started like lying on the ground taking pictures, and got stood on too many times in Duval Street, and you just look such a Burke,
Yeah, but everybody's doing it now, aren't they?
Well, yeah, exactly. So, what I did first, I decided I need to get up in the air, and a guy I worked for at the time had a plane. He took me for a flight, and this is it, got to get up in the air, But obviously, we were a couple of thousand feet, and I needed to be at 50, 60, 100 feet. That's the place to take pictures. No one's there, and I found a World War II technology where they flew a thing called a pickled off a kite. It's basically nuts and bolts and string where you can hang a camera, and wherever the string is, this thing will just hang level, and it's amazing. It's just mechanical, and it just physical. This gravity works, and it's amazing. So I built one of those.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then I built one that was radio controlled, so then I could point it, but it's still like flying about in a kite. But
well, you were one of the first people to have a digital camera, I remember, and you were staying with us in Florida, and you forever trying to make money on the side. You go down the beach and take pictures of people on the beach and try and email them the picture, but nobody was really that keen, were they?
No, people didn't like it.
You had a go. That was the main thing.
I've had a go at a million different things. I had a go at photography so much that I did a wedding at Gloria Estefan's hotel on South Beach in Miami. So
oh well.
I consider my foray into photography successful because I got paid for that.
Didn't you do something for some band as well?
Yeah. 5 Finger Death Punch. Yeah. Did some. Yeah. Have you heard of them?
I've heard of them, but don't ask me to sing any of their songs.
No, well, they were brilliant, and the band members were brilliant. Not my bag. I'll put a 2-second blurb here, but the band members were great. Zoltan is he's like the lead guitar player, I think. I don't really know much about the band. I'm ashamed to say, but he was awesome. How
did you get that gig?
So my friend Dennis, who might come on as a guest, might elaborate on how that happened, really. But I knew him, and he did promotions for different people.
All right.
Monster Jam, amongst things, and the Bigfoot type things. He did promotions for them. He's a promotions person. He's useful. Where was I? Oh, goodness.
5 Finger Death Punch.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was with a. If I remember correctly, that was with a drone, wasn't it?
Yeah. So my buddy Dennis, he's friends with the roadie with 5 Finger Death Punch, and I guess they got talking. Needed a drone person. I was a drone person. So what they wanted, and this video's out there somewhere. I haven't actually seen the finished video.
Oh, you didn't keep a copy of it?
I've got the copies of it, yeah, but I can't use it because it was theirs. They paid me, it's theirs.
Oh, they bought the copyright of you.
Yeah, so there was no paperwork signed, but they were cool to let me do it, and I'll honour that, And Zoltan was awesome. I think that's his name. But anyway, through Dennis, they wanted this pre-footage with Zoltan and his security guard doing this little fight outside their tour bus, and this was in the Fort Wayne Coliseum, outside the Fort Wayne Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is probably 2 hours from here. So I went there, And like, so they did this little mock fight, and like, I had to fly, and you wouldn't do it now either. I was flying within a couple of feet with a drone, which I'll link a picture, about 2 feet away from their faces where they're fighting. Then they both turn and point directly at the camera like that, right? And then the camera flies backwards and up, several hundred feet, and reveals them at the Coliseum. And we did that several times. It was a good shot, And like, probably took a couple of hours to film it all, and it's probably a 30-second clip,
Do you have a copy of that, or that says as well?
I've got it somewhere, but again, divorce and things and computers dying, I might be able to find it, I wish I could put my hands on it right away, because that was probably one of the coolest things I've done. But like then, like that was before the event, so then we got VIP passes for Five Finger Death Punch, and basically we had side stage passes, and not quite backstage, but side stage, like VIP 0.1, I suppose.
Talking, that reminds me, just made me remember something about. Do you remember my mate Johnny? He was in a band.
Yeah.
Well, me, him, and Dennis got together one night. We hadn't seen each other for a few years, and he was in a band. Well, still is in a band, and they're pretty famous around Wales.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of people know about them. But anyway, he came to us, and we were talking about. I said, "Well, why don't you write your own songs, John?" "Oh, well, we're not good enough to write our own songs. We're a covers band and blah blah." I said, "Go on, write a song right now." And he says, he's got his guitar. I said, he said, what do you want me to write it about? I said, and Dean shouts up, "Black pudding."
Yes.
So he wrote this song about black pudding. I gotta find it. We'll play it in one of the episodes, but it was hilarious. There's no video to it. It's just the audio. Black pudding, why do you taste so good?
Yeah, I think I'm aware of black pudding.
Yeah, oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Don't give me no sugar puffs, baby.
Black pudding.
It's great.
Yeah.
I know Dean's got a copy of it, so I'll ask him. I'll ask him to send it me.
Excellent. All right, yeah, I think that's a good point to maybe move on as a tangent, maybe.
Do you remember being at school and getting the piss taken out of you for not being fashionable?
Not a lot. A little bit, though, because I didn't have Farrah trousers.
Oh, yeah, everybody had to wear Farrah trousers.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, my friend RS, not your friend RS,
I think you can say his name.
He absolutely had the piss ripped out of him when he was a kid, because he wore these trousers, and there was nothing wrong with them. I personally couldn't see anything wrong with these trousers. They were school trousers. We had to wear a school uniform, and these were black trousers, but they happened to be a little bit more flared than was fashionable at the time, because drain pipes were fashionable at the time, weren't they?
Yeah.
And for some reason, don't ask me why, the really mean lads that took the mick out of everybody started calling him Hitler, because they said his trousers looked like something Hitler would wear.
Why?
And his nickname stuck for years and years and years.
They call him Hitler.
Hitler, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I know, it was awful. I mean, it was major bullying by today's standards.
Right, absolutely.
It was just something you had to deal with when you were a kid in the 80s. It was just like, we'd be in maths class and somebody would go, "Hitler!" And everybody would burst out laughing at Richard, at RS.
I think you can say his name. I think we can say names.
He absolutely hated it.
I think...
I never participated because I wasn't that type of person.
I would hope not. I hate it when people say Lee Harvey Oswald when they hear my name. I'm like, come on.
I would never have occurred to me.
They call me
Harvey Smith, wouldn't it?
I don't get that here at all, Harvey Smith. No one knows that one.
Well, he was... Didn't he win an Olympic gold at the Olympics for the horse jumping or something?
Yeah, I think so. In 1971, I think.
Yeah, it was just, you were named Harvey, and then a couple of months later, he did his famous sign to everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd heard that.
Oh, Harvey Smith.
I can find that video.
You were named after him.
I'll see if I can find that video. But yeah. There's one guy that still calls me Lee Harvey. I'm like, Jeff, stop it. But like, he's not trying to be mean. It's just like, really.
What was his name? Warren Zevon, was it? Warren Zevon? He was didn't he do Werewolves of London? I think he did Werewolves of London. And
I don't know.
I was in the States, they used to call me Warren Zevon. But
don't know that one.
That, by British standards, that's just not nickname me enough, is it? That's just like, people. Have you seen Greg Davis when he's talking about names at school? My mate was called Bad Dad for 6 school years because one day he came in and said, "I've got a new bag, lads. It was bought for me by my dad." So he was called Bad Dad.
Bad Dad. Yeah. There's some that are so funny, but I can't say because they'll watch this and it's like they're my friends. They're quite offensive. Yeah, it's so funny. There was a guy I used to work with that Dad had a great nickname for, which I'm sure he didn't make it up. But they called him Three Lips.
Three Lips?
Yeah. Because he was 1.5.
Can you bleep that?
Yeah.
There was, at the Express and Star, there was a guy that had a bit of a limp. And they called him Sniper's Nightmare.
Why? Yeah.
And there was one guy that was in the Territorial Army, so they called him Rambo.
Rambo. I can't think of any now off the top of my head. If anybody can think of anybody, not link, but in the description or comments. I know what I'm saying.
Me and my mate Darren, who work at the railway, we used to make up nicknames for everybody. There was Rat Boy, and there was one girl. I came up with this one, and I do feel a little bit bad about it, but she wasn't a very nice person, and we called her Punched Pumpkin Head because she's got a face like a punched pumpkin.
It's a bit like Butterface.
Yeah.
Okay, everything but a face.
Imagine a pumpkin and then punching it. That's what her face looked like. She always had an egg. She always had an egg or something down her jumper, and there was always stains on it.
It's one thing to be unusual looking, but you can keep yourself clean.
Yeah, unusual looking. That's a nice way of putting it. But it's also the personality makes them even more ugly.
I used to work with a guy called Shaky John, and he had a nervous twitch in his elbow. His shoulder was always like doing this, and his name was John, Shaky John. But he absolutely stank all the time. He was like, he was nasty. He was like, I don't know, Shaky John. Once I borrowed a screwdriver off him. I'm like, John, I'm borrowing you. I was his supervisor. I'm borrowing a screwdriver, and I went in his tool bag, grabbed a screwdriver, did something, put it back, and then my hands was smelly. Like, I'm using a plastic screwdriver. It's like I touched a screwdriver. Imagine touching him with the fabric. Yeah, Shaky John. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't really have a nickname at school apart from Wazza.
Okay, that's a nickname, was.
Yeah. I mean, I still get called it now at work. Wazza. Yeah.
Wazza.
Wazza.
And I always wanted a nickname, but never had one.
No. I always wanted one other than Wazza.
Yeah. Now I like my name. I think it's all right.
I got a friend of mine at the railway. He's a good friend, and only certain people would be able to get away with this. But he calls me the chubby midget.
Yeah.
I do find that hilarious.
Well, I've got a friend that's one of the only few people who get away with it. He calls me his sawn-off English buddy.
Yeah. I think it's funny how you don't mind from some people, but if you know,
I think he says sawed off English buddy, because I'm diminutive.
Have I ever told you the story? Well, it's not really a story.
I gotta go back to the last time I was offended by a nickname. I was working at Imes, a dog food factory, right? And we had a huge crew of people installing a new plant, and I was like the night shift supervisor, and we had a bunch of out-of-town crew, you know, it was like a couple of our own guys and 50 strangers, you know, and one of them decided to call me Keebler, as in the Keebler elf from the cookies.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with that.
And it stuck. I was there for 2 years on that job, like 6 months straight, and then 2 years back and forth. It was like, I'm Keebler there. When I go on that site, I'm Keebler. And it irritated me a little bit.
That reminds me of Mum's husband, Neil. He was a miner.
Yeah.
And they'd go down the mine in the lift, and it was like a double-deck lift.
Yeah.
And everybody at the mine had a nickname, and if you didn't like the nickname, the worst thing he could do was let them know you didn't like it, because they'd call it even more. And there was one bloke they used to call Tuppence. Don't know why. Called him Tuppence for some reason.
Yeah.
And they'd all be in the lift going down the mine, and somebody go, Tuppence! And he'd go mad. He'd go mad. Who's that? And he never realised that if he just shut his mouth, it'd fade away after a while. But
I was a little bit like that with keyboards. Like if I react too much, it'll get worse.
Yeah, exactly.
You reminded me. I worked in a construction job in the Keys, and one day I was working in a house, and like there was me as electrician, there was a carpenter in a different room, and a guy in a different room. There was probably 4 or 5 different guys all doing different things on this nice house in the Keys. And there was another guy there called Mark. Right, and he was, I didn't know Mark very well, but everybody else did. And every time Mark walked in, somebody would bark, Mark. Mark! And he reacted, so it just got worse. And it went on for probably a month or two. We were working in this house, and every time he'd walk in, first person would see him go, Mark! And like we're all in different rooms in the house, and I'd hear him from a different room. And like for 10 minutes, like 4 or 5 guys all barking Mark from different rooms or outside by the pool. Mark. Yeah, sorry about the audio if it sounds rubbish, but it was so funny. Every time I see anybody called Mark, that's what I think of. And I told my eldest daughter that story, and like. It's one of our little in jokes. How you doing, Mark?
That reminds me of when Gracie was in primary school. You know, she's a little tot, and there was this one girl who was from Poland. Her name was Pauline, from Poland. That was her name, Pauline, and she used to call Gracie a midget, and it upset Gracie a little bit. So she was telling me about it. I said, well, you know what you got to do, don't you? You go up to her and whisper quietly to her, or when there's nobody else around, and you say, if you keep calling me that name, I'm going to start calling you... Oh, she also had a big mole on her lip.
Moly.
I'm going to call you Moly Poly. And everybody is going to call you Moly Poly. So she said she did that, and she pulled Pauline aside and said, stop calling me midget, or I'm going to start calling you Moly Poly.
Very good, very good.
Never called a midget ever again.
Yeah, I think she probably taught her a little bit of humility and learned a bit of respect, you know.
Well, yeah, and also it taught Gracie that what I did basically was say, if people are making fun of you, you look at them, and there's going to be something about them that is having the mick taken out of them. Yeah. So when they might be chubby, they might be skinny, they might have a thin head, they might have big ears, whatever it might be. If they start calling you midget, you start calling them pencil head or something.
Exactly. I can be pretty abrasive. What I do if somebody mentions anything, and it's like that's not appropriate. So sometimes it's like whatever, and it's fun because it's somebody I know. But like when it's not the right time, I do I'll kind of let rip for like 30 seconds, and then kind of go, "Oh, I'm sorry, we weren't roasting each other."
yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought we were roasting one another. And again, depending on the situation.
Yeah, that reminds me of something else. There was when Dean and I worked at the hotel in Droitwich, there was a manager there, and he used to call Dean the Bean. It's a pretty lame thing to call somebody, Dean the Bean, Dean the Bean, Dean the Bean. And
yeah.
Dean said to him, "Oh, you call me Dean the Bean? I'm going to start calling you Richard the Tin Pilchard." And he goes, "Yeah, great, I've never read that one before." And it was just like, what?
Okay, Richard the Tin Pilchard. What's up, Pilchard?
Tin Pilchard. Yeah.
I used to, there was I think it was an advertising guy at Express and Star, and we called him Mock Tudor.
Oh, I know Mock Tudor.
Because he was a nice guy, but we imagined he lived in a Mock Tudor house, not a real Tudor house.
Like a 1970s Mock Tudor house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. His wife worked there as well. She became one of the executives after a while.
Okay,
I can't remember now, but they were both nice people.
Very good people, yeah. Yeah, he was into the sim racing that I still do.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think Mock Tudor. Anyway,
I want to put a plug out to see if I can get any free Garner's pickled onions, because these pickled onions, and I'm not just saying this, these are the best pickled onions you can buy. If you like a nice tart, crunchy pickled onion, get a Garner's. They're absolutely fantastic. And if anybody from Garner's is listening, I don't expect any money, but maybe you could send me a case of pickled onions.
excellent. Where would you buy that from? If anybody would like to buy one,
well, the thing about Garner's is only the big supermarkets have them, like Tesco's and Sainsbury's. You can't get them in Aldi or anywhere like that. But I mean, what was the famous brand when we were growing up? Began with H. Haywood's pickled onions. Yeah. But these are far superior. They're always big ones. They're always crunchy. They're never, when you get a soft pickled onion.
Yeah, no, I hate those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they dark or light?
Dark.
Dark, excellent.
Yeah.
How do you eat them? Just like. Let me tell you. Well, I would eat them. Now, how do you eat them?
Well, at every opportunity. Got a piece of pork pie, pickled onion.
Okay.
Cheese and crackers, pickled onion.
Excellent.
Sometimes I take a pickled onion sandwich to work.
Just pickled onion? Like bread, pickled onion?
Bread and cheese and pickled onion. Cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Decent English cheddar, not any of that American plastic cheese. Proper cheese.
Proper cheese.
And make a pickled onion sandwich. Cheese and pickled onion. Dean said to me one day, he said, "Doesn't it make the sandwich lumpy?" I was like, what are you on about? Putting a pickled onion on your sandwich. I was like, you're joking, right? I thought you know what Dean's like. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
And I thought he was just winding me up. And I'm like, you just slice them up. And he's like, It's like if you have an egg sandwich, you don't put a whole egg in a sandwich. You slice it up or mash it up.
No, I think it does matter how you slice it as well. It's like you can't slice it too thin because then it becomes, you don't have the crunch. You
definitely have to have the crunch.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would slice it and then break the flakes and spread it around. No. Yep. Slice, bump, like you would a tomato.
I do like regular onion on a cheese sandwich, and I'll dice that and have a sprinkling of onion on there, but not pickled. That has to be sliced like even, like bread, butter, cheese, then an even layer of sliced pickled onion, but you can still see the cheese through it. Bread and butter.
one of my go-to sandwiches at work is I buy the sliced roast beef from the supermarket.
Yeah.
And I have roast beef, a little bit of butter, a little bit of horseradish, sliced beef, some cheddar cheese slices on top of that, and some spring onion chopped onto it, or as you would call them, scallions.
Scallions.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. Sounds good.
Yeah, good sandwich.
I want a sandwich now.
Hey,
make me a sandwich. No, dogs don't make sandwiches.
He's made us a nice Sunday dinner. I'm going to be eating that fairly soon.
Excellent. I'll be having a turkey sandwich with cheese and lettuce on it.
I see you can keep the lettuce. I don't see the point in lettuce.
It adds a bit of crunch. It's more about the texture than the flavour.
What kind of lettuce?
Romaine.
Romaine? Oh, that's the worst of the lettuces.
Yeah, but that's all I could get. that's all I could get. But, did you know how iceberg lettuce got its name?
I would not like to guess.
Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I heard recently that because of the railroads and the advent of ice cars on the railroads, they could then get perishable products into the middle of the country, like where I'm at now.
That makes sense.
And it was a marketing thing. You know, local lettuce was local lettuce, and iceberg lettuce was from somewhere else.
Oh, is that right?
And it was kept on ice. And it was.
That sounds feasible.
Yeah, and so I totally believed it. Like, cool, iceberg. Like, everything is marketing, isn't it?
I suppose so, yeah. I've learned something.
Yeah. Anyway.
Still not going to eat it, though. Still not going to eat it.
I don't know what lettuce. I don't know what lettuce I actually have. It was a head of lettuce, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's a nothing food if you ask me. There can't be that many nutrients in it. There can't be that much calories in it. It's just it's a filler in it. It's just like
it's a bit of texture.
One of those things that you put on to make it look good, maybe.
Yeah, it's a bit of texture. It's a little bit of crunch where you might just have soft. Yeah.
I do like a bit of crunch on a sandwich, I must admit.
It adds a bit of different textures to it. But yeah, it's not about the flavours, for sure. Because some lettuces can be quite bitter, and I don't really like that. But, I do sometimes put a bit of spinach on there as an alternative, but I don't eat enough of it. Again, it's not about the flavour, it's about, it's full of iron, and it's good for you, and good bit of crunch.
I don't mind lettuce. I don't mind spinach if it's cooked. In fact, the girl's mother used to do a nice little carrot, spinach, and a little bit of cream mixed together combination. That was very nice.
Yeah.
Quite like that.
I don't mind a good spinach dip, but I don't like a pile of boiled spinach.
No, it doesn't taste very nice on its own. But
I guess I'm quite inexperienced with my spinach. Anywho.
Anyway, I think we've exhausted lettuce. Unless you could think of anything else to say interesting about lettuce. What the next thing I wanted to mention was I've been asking family what they've been thinking about our silly little videos, and the reaction seems pretty good actually. I asked them if they'd like anything, any topics discussing, anything they can think about, what we should talk about, and they've given us various things, and got this little WhatsApp message off our sister Jen, and she's sent me a few little things here. What does it say? Do an item. What silly things annoy you? Oh well, that's just general ongoing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And she's put the grammar police. She's similar to yourself.
I think I could be.
I
could be accused of, not anymore, but maybe correcting people that I shouldn't have corrected on their grammar, verbally. It's like the old joke. It's like, 5 years of college and you still say ain't.
Yeah. People always say to me, you spell well and you use proper grammar, I'm probably no better than anybody else. It's just that I check it before I send it.
Yeah.
And spell check to check it. That's all. I'm not particularly a brilliant speller, but I very often have to check. Use Google, whatever it's called, to check it.
I think it depends don't ever verbally check somebody, but like when it's written, it depends what you're writing and where you're writing. If it's a text message, doesn't matter. Being understood matters, right?
Exactly.
Right? But if you're writing, a formal letter, then it should be correct and the grammar should be punctuated, should be correct.
Absolutely.
So
I'm sure I do it to you as well. Spell things correctly, but we don't make fun of each other for it. We know what we mean. Yeah. So she's put here, people. What did she put? People on push bikes not letting you pass. Oh yeah. That's a big one of mine. Shropshire, there's a lot of country roads.
Oh, okay, yes. I was thinking that's not a thing here.
Cycle clubs go out on a Sunday afternoon and they ride in packs and 2 or 3 abreast, and it could be 3 or 4 miles before you can get past them.
Wow!
But I can remember going out on my bike with my mates, and if there was cars behind, we'd pull over, pull into a lay-by, or pull into a gateway of a field or something, or ride single file so they could get past. But they don't do that now.
Do you get people who are just out on a country ride, just like, it's my road?
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
And they all wear the lycra,
Yeah, there's a word for them.
No idea types.
There's a word for them.
Yeah, totally agreeing with her on that. She's put sticky fingers. I'm not quite sure what she means by sticky fingers. Does she mean people who eat cake and don't wipe their hands or something? I don't know what she means.
I hate people who eat with their fingers and then do this.
Oh God, yeah.
After a minute.
Yeah.
It gets a bit annoying, especially when they're talking to you.
We'll have to see we'll have to get her to clarify what she means by sticky fingers, because I don't know. Have they been doing some craft work and got glue on their fingers or something? I don't know what she means by that, but
exactly. When you said craft work, I thought of music.
And she's put at the bottom there, people that don't say thank you when you let them pass. Yeah, that annoys me a bit.
Yeah.
And then at the very bottom, she's put you, and I think what she means there is me annoying her, because that's what I do, because I'm a big brother and I go out of my way to annoy her as much as possible.
I think that's just your mandate in life. It's not anything you have control over. Just has to be done.
It has to be done, yeah, absolutely. I do it to Leslie as well. Yeah. Anyway, I think on that note, thanks for stopping by, everybody, and we will be Harvey will be editing this and putting it up as soon as possible, and I shall start making some notes for the next episode. Please let us know if there's anything you want to talk about, kind of like Jen just did there, and we'll work it into the conversation somehow. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, put a little message in the comments as well, and tell us what you would like to talk about, and if it's interesting enough, even if it's pretty boring, we'll probably have you on because you haven't had any guests yet. But yeah.
Don't come on and be boring.
Well, we'll just make fun of them if they're boring. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like if you feel so inclined, and we'll see you again whenever the next episode is ready. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
I'm going. Bye.